Hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I did. Watched some fantastic football. Watched a couple of movies. Relaxed a little bit, winding down from my first week of streaming last week. It's fun times. Tonight, as you can see, we're here to play Prey. Maybe a little spooky. Who knows? Might have to turn the lights down at some point. But right now, I've never played this game. I'm very excited to check it out. I've heard nothing but good things for years. And I've always just kept putting it off. For some reason, I have that relationship with Arkane games. Dishonored 1 is probably my most started game of all time. I think I've started that game like 12 times. I've never made it more than like 4 or 5 hours in. Most of the time, I don't make it more than like 90 minutes in. But I'm committing now. I will finish this game on stream. Not all in one stream, obviously, that would be insane. But every Monday, probably, but at least once a week, we will be playing Prey, and I will stop until we're done. I don't know a whole lot about this, and I don't even know, in fact, if this is related. There were older games from like the 2000s, I believe, called Prey. I have no idea if this game is like a reboot, if they're in the same universe. I didn't play those games either, so it's not like it would affect me at all. I just know they exist. This is not Arkane Lyon, the studio that made Dishonored and Deathloop, another game I started and played like 2.5 hours of and was like, damn, this is great. And then stopped playing for some reason. Maybe one day we'll play Deathloop on stream. This is, I want to say this is Arkane Austin? It's a North American Arkane studio, I believe, whereas the main Arkane studio is in Lyon, France. And yeah, why don't we dive in? It says continue. I played about 2 minutes an hour ago just to make sure everything was working right. Tried to get the audio balance popping. Hopefully that's good. If it's not, feel free to let me know. And then let's dive right in. So yeah, let's go ahead and override this because that doesn't matter. Let's play on hard, I believe. I'm not a god gamer by any stretch of the imagination, but I have been around the block a few times. And if this, I think this is a shooter, like a survival horror shooter, kind of, maybe roguelike. The roguelike is like a separate thing. It's like DLC. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I apologize to myself if I wind up just embarrassing myself. Let's play as a man. That's what I normally do in these kind of games. Not that it matters at all. Ideally, the story is going to be the same either way. One thing I am going to comment on as soon as this loads up is a pet peeve of mine. I believe this is set, at least at the beginning of this game.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
What a bop. I should probably also check the settings to make sure there's not like a streamer mode. That would be unfortunate if I DMCA'd myself 2 minutes into this game.
Hey, Morgan, wake up. You're burning daylight. You sent the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Okay. Yeah, first thing I want to do is check these options. Also, please don't, display my IP address or something. I know some games love to do that. Audio is presumably where it would be, and we're good, I think. So yeah, it says we're in 2032. I feel like this happens all the time in sci-fi storytelling, and it maybe more so in the 20th century, and that I can kind of forgive. This is unforgivable. This game came out in, what, like 2017, I think? 2032 is 15 years away. Do you think that this is what Earth is going to look like in 15 years? Now 10 years? It's insane. Like, this obviously isn't, like, the craziest reimagining. It's not like maybe we're in San Francisco, that kind of looks like the Golden Gate Bridge. But it really bothers me when, like, sci-fi stories are set barely in the future, and, like, the Earth looks completely different. Like, 15 years ago was 2007. It looked identical to 2022, and 2007 also looked identical to 1992. Obviously, there are some caveats to that, but largely from like a macro zoomed out, like just looking at cities in at least North America, you can barely tell a difference, other than like some signs, I guess. So I don't know. If I pick this up, I don't want it to like progress us. I want to take a look around, so I'm going to save that a little bit. The Method Sci, excerpt from Architects of the Neurological Revolution. What if I told you I could turn you into a mathematician on the level of Einstein in under 10 minutes? I would hit you with a doubt. I'd say you're full of it. Okay, well, apparently that's what he would say as well. That's the first thought that crosses my mind, but it withers in the face of Alex Yu's conviction. Despite myself, I'm riveted. He's not bullshitting me. Himself? Maybe. Me? No. Alex leans back in his chair. Welcome to the age of the neuromod. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty cheesy. Maybe just because of the way I was interpreting it and like doing the voices, but I mean, I guess this kind of looks like a comic book or like a science magazine, which does tend to be pretty cheesy. Congrats, Morgan. I am Morgan, if I remembered the guy that was talking at the beginning correctly. Why don't we take a swig of King's and Way sparkling wine? Whoa. I can't see what the status does. I can just see that we had a status effect. It immediately went away. That was very short. Why don't we take, this looks like it's green, which makes me think it might heal me, so I'm going to save that. I doubt we get to carry on much from this area into the real game. This seems like kind of a prologue tutorial situation, but you never know. I'm going to try to take my time and like slowly work my way through things. You know, I'm not like a super lore head, so apologies if that's something you really care about, but I'll do my best to look around, read through things. But if the game just starts like flooding me with text files, I can't promise I'm going to read them all. Just to make that crystal clear from the beginning. All right, Heart of the Walk. Excerpt from Chapter 5 of Heart of the Walk by Pisu Do. Cooking with a well-seasoned wok can be a sublime, almost spiritual experience. Did my dad write this? The many layers of the blackened surface are like stored memories of all the meals that have gone in and out of the carbon steel bowl before, now imparting echoes of their rich flavor to every new meal it is tasked to cook. That straight up sounds like the pitch my dad gave me on why woks are like super amazing and like what you should cook with most of the time when I was like 14. Encyclopedia of Food Science and Cooking. I actually think we're in my dad's kitchen. Excerpt from an entry in the Encyclopedia of Food Science and Cooking, 2033 edition. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're in 2032, but I guess that makes sense because like almanacs and encyclopedias and cars, all of them, they're all dated like the year after when they come out for some reason. Transglutaminase, a naturally occurring enzyme found in plants, animals, and bacteria, is often used to bond protein-containing foods together in production of foods such as imitation crab meat and fish balls, known colloquially by chefs as meat glue. Wasn't that just the yummiest thing we've ever heard? Chef Saw's tip: gluing chicken skin to salmon will actually protect the outside of the salmon from overcooking. Neat. Oh, whoa. I didn't even know that I was picking up something. Glucosist? Is that a bag of emergency glucose? Okay. Also, this little device, when I open up my inventory, it looks pretty neat. Look at that, that's pretty neat. Sun-dried tomato jerky. I'm gonna be honest, It didn't sound very good, but it is 2032, so perhaps our diets have changed. Just looking around. Good. Everyone loves a nice bathroom tie rack. It's a staple of any modern man's home. I thought I saw a flickering light. I guess it's just like the weird reflections in this glass, yeah. It is weirdly dark in here. Although, never mind. That fixes that. Sick TV, bro. You want a game? Oh, yeah. I did not mean to do that, but I guess he rage quit. Someone got the drop on him in Tilted Towers. I don't know if that's I think I've played Fortnite once, like 5+ years ago, like right when it came out, so I don't know if that's still relevant information. That's a lot of books. An excerpt from an anthology of Tang poetry. I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce that. On the Stark Tower by Wang Shihuan. This beautiful handwriting. That's really all I can comment on, because that's all I understand. An excerpt from Introduction to Survey of Parapsychological Meta-Analysis by Dr. Deo Igwe. For example, conducting a meta-analysis of over 2,000 Gansfeld trials, wherein participants are subjected to mild sensory deprivation in order to test for telepathy, reveals a hit rate of 39%. These results are statistically significant, meaning that the success rate is above what could be explained by chance alone. There's no denying it. Something spooky is going on. Or their p-value is low, I think. It's been a while since I've done statistics. Excerpt from Chapter 1, Consciousness, the Fire and the Equations, by Dr. Stuart Penrose. The nature of consciousness remains deeply mysterious. How can the subjective nature of experience, my inner life, be explained in scientific terms? Does consciousness emerge from complex computations among brain neurons, or is it fundamental and irreducible property woven... Oh, is it a fundamental and irreducible property woven into the fabric of the universe? Apologies, sometimes my mouth moves faster than my brain. Principles of Neuroscience, 10th edition. The brain was once considered too warm, wet, and noisy for seemingly delicate quantum processes. However, the discovery of quantum coherence in biological processes such as plant photosynthesis, avian navigation, and our own sense of smell paved the way for the eventual discovery of quantum vibrations inside the microtubules of neurons. And finally, principle, this is the same book. The brain was once... Oh wait, that's what I just read. Did I skip? There we go. Engineering control systems. There's a major... Oh, sorry. There's a metaphor here. You know, typically the objectives of control theory is to monitor an output of a system. Rewiring my brain. Okay. Engineering control systems. There's a metaphor here, you know. Typically, the objective of control theory is to monitor the output of a system and compare it with the desired output, the reference signal. The difference between the actual and the desired outputs, the error signal, is applied as feedback to the input of the system to bring the actual output closer to the reference. Good control systems and good engineers learn from the past. Well, isn't that just lovely? Fermi's question. Not physics, please. Consider that there are billions of stars in the galaxy like our sun, many of them far older. Some of these stars will have Earth-like planets. Some of these planets have developed intelligent life. Some intelligent life may develop interstellar travel. If a civilization began before ours, it seems possible, even probable, that even at the speed of currently envisioned interstellar travel, they could already have the galaxy colonized, the entire galaxy even. The problem is, we haven't detected any such civilizations, nor have any contacted us. Why? It's an interesting question. Again, I'm going to raise the fact that this is nearly 15 years after this game was released, and you're wondering, like, why you haven't found alien civilizations out there? Like, are we that advanced? Like, is this like an alternate timeline or something where, like, technology advanced more rapidly or something. I mean, obviously it's not one-to-one to today, because it's a sci-fi story of some sort, so maybe I'm just being a little too pedantic. I bet you there's a way. Well, maybe not. I'm looking for like a rod or something. I can't remember what they're called, that like lock sliding doors. But let's just make our way over here the way normal humans go about their apartment. Yeah, it's trying to say, hey, idiot, why don't you go pick up the thing we're trying to get you to pick up? But I don't want to do that yet. I'm gonna pick up some stuff. It's my favorite thing about video games, picking up stuff. More stuff. Neuromod should only be administered by certified TranStar technicians under controlled conditions. The subject may experience sight discomfort, swelling, or redness of the eye shortly afterward. Remove the Neuromod from the vacuum-sealed container. Press rubberized eye cup firmly against bony orbit of eye socket. Keep eye open. Depress orange release trigger and continue to hold Neuromod against eye for 5 minutes. Dispose of used Neuromod in provided biohazard bag. If you ever want to know how to use a Neuromod, there you go. Nothing in there. Looks like we're getting close to getting everything we can in this room. Finally, we gotta access the PC. F paradox with a 0 and a question mark. Oh, it's a weak password. You gotta set that up. Got 3 emails. It's pretty good. I have about 28 billion myself. So this is from Thomas Tucker to Morgan Yu and Alex Yu. Is Alex the person that was talking to us at the beginning? I believe he was. In fact, now that I'm saying this, I feel like I've already asked this question out loud. I'm Morgan. Hello, Morgan. So glad to hear you'll be coming aboard soon. Your first official day is March 15th, which I think is today. But first we have a series of training exercises we run with all new employees, just some stuff to clear you for life in orbit. Ooh. Exciting times ahead. Have a good flight, and I will see you soon. Yeah, I believe this game takes place either on the moon or like in a station surrounding the moon. And we are clearly not on the moon, so we gotta get there somehow. This is from Alex. Hey, I sent a package with everything you'll need for your first day, uniform, transcribe, and a Neuromod. Install the Neuromod right away, as we'll be running some tests first thing in the morning. Just follow the instructions, I'll be in touch. Did I pick up the Neuromod? This is from Alex again. Hey, I just got off the phone with Mom and Dad. So yeah, we have the same last name, we must be brothers. They won't be there when the shuttle departs. They're in New York. Company stuff, but they send their best. I think Mom is a little disturbed that both her children are going to be outside her gravitational pull at the same time. She said you'd better behave and do everything your big brother says. Okay, actually, she said the opposite. I'm supposed to behave and do what you tell me. So there you go, that's Mom. Anyway, everyone's excited about your ideas up there, so get ready. I'll probably call you in the morning to make sure you're up. See you very, very soon. Morgan. Alex. Oh, see you very, very soon, Morgan. Alex. I was like, did you just sign off as me? Did I read this? By working through a series of practical experiments, the humble manual will introduce you to the fundamentals of modern analog and digital electronics. By the end, you will be able to construct any simple circuit. As Thomas Edison once said, to invent, you need a good imagination and a pile of junk. Alright, do I have a Neuromod? Put on your uniform. I don't know that I do, but I'm sure they'll walk me through what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, okay, I thought we were going into a cutscene. Gotta stay hydrated. Get in the helicopter on the roof. Turn on all the lights. Don't want to waste energy. I think that's the only light we have on. No, these lights are on. Alright. I'm afraid I'm missing something. But... carry. Oh, okay, so like we could get stronger and like pick up this refrigerator. Also, this door is not open or closed. I guess to signal that we've taken things out of there. But you should still close your freezer, or whatever that is. We didn't read this. Voice conversion technology enables synthesis systems to generate speech patterns based on their source or entirely new voices, without the need for exhaustive recordings and pre-processing. The quality of the resulting voice depends on the training data, as well as the precision of the conversion function and limitations of processing power. Alright, so clearly this guy is an engineer of some sorts. He has lots of books on various things like that. So, assuming we're going to work for a spooky big tech corporation in space, and things are going to go awry, either on the way there or once we get there. Bro. Are you serious? Can I go this way? Oh. It's lame.
Morning, Mr. Yu.
Whoa, your voice is loud. Hopefully that's not the volume of all the voices, or we're going to have to change that.
Heard there's a chopper on the roof.
Okay, yeah. That's way too loud. Give me just a second. Let's go ahead and match you.
Must be for you. You'll have to take the elevator.
That's still outrageous.
Down the hall. But you know that, I guess.
Probably doesn't sound any quieter at all. Am I going insane? That's like the loudest voice I've ever heard in the game. I don't remember my brother being that loud, so we'll wait until we talk to someone else. Maybe she just has a really loud voice for some reason. Roof access. Okay, well that means we're going this way. We can't go that way. I disagree. Let me in. Let me in! Hose. Oh, that's music. I thought that was the sound of the helicopter. I was like, what the hell kind of helicopter makes it sound like that? Alright, I don't see much, if any, head bob when I run, which is good. The Arkane Leon games, like Deathloop and Dishonored, kind of make me feel sick when I'm playing them, because the head moves around. I know you can turn it off, but it's, like, even with it off, it's kind of, I don't know, it makes me a little queasy. This is a very nice helicopter, my goodness. Not that, I mean, I've never been in a helicopter.
Please make
really
yourself comfortable and we'll be on our way.
Uh,
TranStar facility is just a short hop. 78 degrees. Clear skies all the way.
It's a weird thing to put in your building, bro. And now I think I remember this section from, like, the E3 demo, maybe? Alright, I suppose this doesn't look as futuristic and different from today
That's a nice view on the bay there.
as I thought it would from the view in my apartment. But my pet peeve still stands that too many sci-fi stories do that. There is a large amount of digital advertising on towers. I don't know that is that common, but that is something that could change over the course of 15 years, I suppose. Is this Zuckerberg's house? And that is beautiful. I know, and I'm rocking an old GPU. I'm on a 1060.
Here we are, Mr. Yu. Mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
When he said mind the glass on the way out, it almost sounded like Willem Dafoe, but it definitely is not. But yeah, I've been wanting to get a new GPU for years now.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
Excuse me.
I'm a Sybil 495 science class operator.
Is this our dad?
You probably didn't see me there.
Bro, that's deep.
Our research often requires intense focus and long hours. I can provide you with a psychoactive stimulant after the test, if necessary.
Love working for a corporation that has robots give me drugs so I can stay awake to work for
Welcome,
them even more.
Morgan Yu. You
Totally
have a
not
9 a.m.
dystopian hellscape.
appointment in the testing facility. Please confirm.
Sure. I confirm. Oh, those are floors. I thought it was like a countdown timer. I was like, what kind of elevator has a timer?
Morgan! Finally!
I've heard that voice before. Like, obviously I've heard it in the game, but I get the voice actor. I'm pretty sure I've heard that voice before. Also, the voices are still too loud. This is insanity. Oh no, you're fine. Who is that voice actor? Hello?
Hey, you don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a new family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your brother in room A.
Right.
All right, I will do
Listen,
my best.
just be yourself. I'll see you after.
Are you done? Okay, thanks. I was gonna say I'm gonna do my best not to interrupt
Dr. Yu.
cutscenes and speaking, whatnot, but we did get a new follower, Citrate, CITR8. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're enjoying. And yeah, I'm playing through Prey for the first time. I've never played this before. All I know is it's a, I think, quasi-spooky sci-fi game. And as maybe you can tell, we're at the very beginning. I've only been playing for like 20 minutes. So my brother...
I wish I could show you what I've been working on.
I really want to Google that voice actor. I'm going to have to do that before the stream is over, because I know I've heard him in some other stuff. An excerpt from Architects of the Neurological Revolution. What if I told you I could turn... Okay, we've already read this in our apartment. That's the same science magazine. Okay.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine, but trust me, you're going to do fantastic. All good? Great. Let's begin. For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
Okay. I'm going to very quickly pull up chat on a different screen. I was going to try to use my iPad. I only have one monitor to look at chat, but that seems impractical. All right, it's one of my favorite games. Saw you were at the start and wanted to watch along. Awesome. Thanks so much. I'm really glad to have you, and thanks for keeping me company. All right. Crap, I forgot what he said I was supposed to do. Something, push the button. I guess we're going to improvise. Oh, no.
Wonderful. You're absolutely fine.
Definitely did not do that
Let's
right.
move on to room B then.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Morgan, listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds.
Hide.
Hit the red button when you're ready to start. Morgan, we can see you there.
Yeah, I'm aware. There's like nowhere you can't see me. I mean, there's like...
Synaptic register? At all? No?
Don't make me come over there.
Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C. You're doing marvelous.
I don't know if that's the word I would use, to be honest with you. Appreciate the encouragement, but...
All right. Here we go. For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can, in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready.
All right, this is more my speed. We got a parkour. Okay, let me make sure. So you have to hold shift. Is there a toggle for sprint very quickly? I prefer that, if that is. Does not appear so. That's okay. Whoa.
I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening? Simmons?
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Got a little too carried away with my camera there.
Speaker's still on.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D.
I don't trust... Oh. Did not know that was a thing. Yeah, I don't trust you. Sorry, every time I tab out to check chat, it pauses the game.
Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please.
If you insist.
Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you.
Uh-oh.
Press start on the screen when you're ready.
This is like a Rorschach test. I'm pressing start. Oh, you have to hit F. Okay. I better go somewhere new.
Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going.
Maybe I should read these out loud. You've been sentenced to death for your actions. How does this make you feel? Afraid. I don't know what will happen. Angry. No one has that right. Or calm. It was worth it. I'd be pretty pissed off, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go with angry. No one has that right. I do tend to feel that way about the death penalty.
That's heavy stuff.
Yeah, it is. A runaway train is bearing down. Oh no, not a trolley problem. On 5 people who are tied to the track. You can cause the train to switch tracks. There's one person tied to the second track. I hate this. You know, do you want to be guilty, kind of like killing one person by your actions, but also save 5 people in the process? Or do you want to say, you know, I'm not going to intervene. I don't want that on my hands. What's happening is happening. You know, I don't have the right to take away this one person's life, but I also don't want to let 5 people die. I have no idea what I would do in real life if faced with this situation. Thankfully, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I guess here, I'll go for like the greater, you know, 5 lives is more than 1. So I guess I'll switch the tracks.
Good. Next.
Okay, a runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. You're standing on the platform next to an enormously fat man. Pushing him into the track would stop the train. Okay, the fact that he's fat doesn't change anything, but you are like pushing him onto the tracks rather than switching the tracks, which feels more murdery, even though like really you're not. Like I've definitely murdered that other person too, so I guess to be logically consistent, I should say I should push him, but I definitely would not do that in real life. I could never push someone onto a train track, no matter what was happening. Ooh. But let's try to have some sort of consistency here.
Almost done.
Runaway train is bearing down on 5 people tied to the track. You could stop the train by jumping onto the track, but you would die. This is a nightmare. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to die. Doesn't even say anything about the fat man, but he's an option. And now I'm like, I regret all of my previous answers. I should have just done nothing every time. I'm just gonna do nothing, even though, like, the fact that I did this last time means I should do this again. I'm a fickle person. That is interesting.
Well done.
Sylvian.
Well done. We're nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image. I want you to take a good look at it.
Oh, this is
In a
literally a
moment, I'm going to
test.
ask you what... is my coffee? It's empty.
Excuse me.
Oh my god! Security! Security!
Oh, God. Was not expecting that.